So for those that are jumping on, I want to apologize. Unfortunately, we were not able to put a live stream inside the court proceedings because of the amount of corruption that they don't want the American people to see. The district attorney was extremely adamant in not having a live stream in there. So because I was doing a live stream, or about to do a live stream, they kicked me out of the courtroom, but that's okay. I even have a sheriff another sheriff, which I understand that they had me come out because I was going to record. But like I always said, if they're so transparency, why prevent a live stream? The district attorney is lying in there. But at the end of the day, the whole reason why we're here is for the audio, to get it transcribed. That's the only reason why we're here. And actually, two reasons, and I stand corrected. It's the audio and oath of office, the affirmation of the Judge Balkman. He's a district judge. So it should be easy to come in here and pay a fee for his oath of office, even if it's $15, $20, $25, $50. We'll be more than happy to pay for it. I have no problem paying for the fee. The next thing, we have no problem paying for the court transcripts and audio. So all we want is the audio to take it to a certified transcriptionist that is not directly involved with the courts. So we want an independent transcriptionist. Well, we had to file a motion, which those that saw the previous live stream, we filed the motion. We went up there. Well, apparently Judge Balkman refuses to have a live stream in there for the simple fact that I guess he's scared of exposing the corruption, especially the district attorney. The district attorney was adamant. I can't wait till she comes out because you're going to see who the district attorney. So those that reside here in Norman, I understand now and I can sympathize with you regarding the cesspool here in family court. I'm going to read the documents. Will speak for itself. But from the documents that I've seen, now I totally comprehend what's happening. He denied it?
Oh, yes.
He denied it? Okay, so how?
They do not have to give you audio.
Audio, did he recite the statute?
No, he did not.
He did not recite the statute. He just went ahead and put that motion. So that is a motion denying the audio release. Okay, so this is awesome. So explain, okay, so now obviously they kicked me out. You saw them kick me out. The two officers escorted me out because of the corruption that has happened. The district attorney was adamant, right? It's okay. The district attorney was adamant. Okay. Okay, the district attorney was adamant, right? Adamant.
Said it was due process. How is that due process?
Yeah, he stated he was doing due process.
Yeah, due process. So how is it that this corrupt judge can be bald-faced, take an affirmation to the Constitution, and then refuse the audio? If there's nothing to hide, why the transparency? What happened to transparency?
There is none.
There is no transparency because it's all about money through the Child Protective Services. This is all about money. This is business. So we were able to get this in court. This is awesome in regards to what you guys witnessed and all that. So let me see your motion, please. So this is a motion that was denied. That's what the district attorney was adamant. She was adamant in hiding the corruption. This is adamant right here. They were really adamant in regards to the corruption, hiding the corruption. Even the sheriffs are involved in this, in the corruption. Let me see my hat. So at the end of the day, this is why there has to be. Let me turn this around. Now I got my Trump hat back on. This is why immunity has to be removed. Immunity meaning no more immunity for judges, officers, politicians, and lawyers. Immunity has to be waived. Why does it have to be waived? Because of the corruption, the amount of cesspool. But, once we write our motion and everything down, what we're going to do is take this to Trump and show the case. It's going to be forwarded to him because it doesn't matter about political affiliation. Money never discriminates. Remember, money does not discriminate. It's not about political affiliation or who you tie to. It's about business. It's about money. Your child is a dollar sign. It's business. It's not personal. It's just business. That's why the district attorney is adamant, so adamant in refusing me to record, to do a live stream there in that proceeding. In addition, if he's so about transparency and justice and due process, why not let the audio be released? So anything, Go ahead. So what happened?
He completely denied me.
Speak up.
He completely denied me, even though he even said, oh, well, this is due process, but you do not get it, and I'm denying it.
And you witnessed what was said, Belinda.
He said he denied it, that she was receiving due process, that Oklahoma does not let them use the audio. Just that is for the judges and for their own use. Apparently, her attorney paid $50 for the transcript for her last hearing on the 7th. The way that I understand it, if she had to pay for somebody to transcribe it, then it's not a court of record.
Okay. Well, you know the good thing about it? This video is going to be a court of record.
Yes.
So everything in here we will put in as a court of record now. So coming in here was actually did us a favor. Did us to, one, address the swamp, the corruption. Two, the lack of due process. And three, the financial gain through our children. So this is all about money. This is about the Treasury Department. This is why Oklahoma has $6 billion. And your own legislators, your House of Representatives, and your senators in Congress and in the Senate, Republicans and Democrats, know the amount of corruption that is happening behind these walls. Let me say that again. And I'm going to go now to the people of Oklahoma. All right, this is Lazaro Esenaro. Your legislators, your senators, your commissioners, your mayors, your governor know the cesspool that's happening behind these walls. And they don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. They don't care if you're white or black. They don't care if you're Native American or Asian. They don't care what religion background. At the end of the day, it's about money, generating money. This is all profit. And your senators, your House of Representatives and your senators are involved in this. They know about it. Go look at the 2020 budget, and it tells you, and it's all written out. That's why the district attorney was so adamant in wanting to, refusing any video or audio in those chambers and behind those courts. And your sheriff, the local sheriff, is protecting the corruption. Protecting the corruption. And I hope that this video, once we put all the documents and all the evidence together and it's forward to Trump, you're going to see here in Norman, Oklahoma, little bitty Norman, Oklahoma, the cesspool that's happening in these courthouses through Child Protective Services. This is why we have to defund Child Protective Services and remove immunity from Child Protective Services, including the district attorney and judges. This is why it has to be, but this is why our 45th president is being hammered on a daily basis by Republican rhinos and treasonous Democrats. And it'll continue to happen until the American people stand united as one, God-loving Americans.
That's another thing he told us. He says, and you can take it to your legislators.
That's right, because
the legislators don't even know what a remonstrance is. We filed a remonstrance last year, and they left session a week early. We had John Eccles, who's an attorney who is a House rep.
Oh, violating the emoluments.
An email stating he did not know what a remonstrance was. That's attorney.
So let me to the ranchers. Let me say this to the ranchers that are fighting Bureau of Land Management. They're fighting the Bureau of Land Management. The ranchers. They're fighting the Department of Agriculture or the Department of Fish and Wildlife. To ranchers. What she is going through is what you guys go through when you get a de facto charge by these treasonous government officials. To the Native Americans, your water and your minerals are being stolen because of these treasonous de facto government officials. To the mothers and fathers that have lost your children through Child Protective Services, this is the government, the treasonous government that has betrayed you. And to law enforcement, those God-loving law enforcement that believe in the Constitution, do not allow these criminal bar members manipulate the truth. Do not be used. All I'm asking is to hold your affirmation to the Constitution. Learn the Constitution. Read the Constitution and comprehend the Constitution. Not just the federal Constitution, but the Oklahoma Constitution. So all I'm asking for the blue is to please stand with your affirmation. What do you think? What I said?
Oh, I love it.
All right, so we're going to go now downstairs. We're going to get your request what you put on, and we're going to go over there. Because all this right here that's well videoed and audio Now we can use it as a court of record because apparently they want to hide the corruption. And we're going to now say that the audio was withheld.
Yes.
All right? So if there's no corruption, why hold the audio? It reminds me of Hillary Clinton. Why hold her emails?
There you go.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Here you go, Belinda. You want to hold this? So we're going to go over there. Because this is a swamp. This is what Trump fights every day. This is just like the Capitol. Like the Capitol in D.C., this is the swamp. So this is what Trump fights every day for us. The swamp, the corruption that happens in these buildings on a daily basis. And this is why I'm going to vote for our 45th president, Donald J. Trump. Why? Because it's not about racism. If it was about racism, we have a white judge, we have white clerks, we have a white assistant, and I'm white. So look at that. Show me, take me over there. To where we got to go for that later. This is the swamp. So we didn't make this a political ploy. Hey, and to Governor Stitt, I know you're part of this, Governor Stitt, and to the Republican rhinos at the Capitol and the Democrats, we know you guys are involved, and I can't wait till I see you, and I can't wait till the session opens up this year. This is the cesspool of corruption. So we're gonna go over here. Can you see that paper that was denied?
Here.
We need to get 3 copies while we're at it. Evidence.
Okay, so for copying the entire file, it's $149.50.
You know what? The whole file of your.
That's for the whole juvenile deprived file. Minus the transcript, because that belongs to the court reporter. I can't.
Okay, yeah. No. All right. While you do this, can I get 3 copies of this?
Do you have the original? I can't file stamp this until
No.
No, I know. I'm just letting you know. I can't file stamp this unless I have the original, but I'm happy to give you copies of this.
Okay.
Okay, give me just 1 second.
You ready?
I just need the last, whatever you find out of the water.
Well, now that I straight up the horse, it's up to you. You got the video. Why are you worried about the transcript now? Forget the transcript.
We don't need the transcript.
No, because you got that. That's your transcript now. We already filed a motion to over there. It was denied. Now we're gonna show the corruption in your case. Come on, stick.
What about, didn't your attorney pay the $50 for the
It's okay, we're gonna put
transcripts?
that. But now we understand that we got to pay for the motion that was denied.
Right.
We're gonna put that with the copy of the motion that was denied, right? Mm-hmm. So now we're gonna show the corruption. So we have the district attorney lying, all right, lying in the documents. Now, what is to say that the district, the county clerk, the transcription is not in bed with the judge or the DA? So why would we spend money on a transcript if they don't give us the audio?
$149.50. $149.50.
No,
No, I said $149.50.
So why
$149.50.
spend money?
Can I have one of the cookies out there? 141?
$149.50.
Oh, okay. 149.
So why pay the transcripts? Why pay for the transcripts if now that you see that there is doubt on the system? Why would you want to invest on a transcript knowing that they're refusing to release the audio?
That's a little different.
You understand? So now when we petition the motion for the reconsideration, see, I said the word we, not me, we. File for this when we put all the others together.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna hold it.
Now we're gonna file a motion for everything. Now we're gonna say the audio. Why are we gonna go after that audio? Because that's gonna show the corruption. You understand? The corruption. And now we're gonna put it all everywhere for the American people to see what kind of judge we have, what kind of district attorneys you have in the state of Oklahoma, which the Oklahoma people of Oklahoma pay for. They pay for it in their own pocket. So you basically paying money for children to be trafficked in the state of Oklahoma, in Norman, and Cleveland County, here in Norman, Oklahoma. So you paying, your tax dollar paying $6,000 per child per month to be trafficked with pedophiles and foster care agencies. That's what you're paying for. In addition that you're paying for it, you're also paying. You're also paying for the judge's salary. You're also paying for the DA's salary. The taxpayers. You are the taxpayer, and you're also paying for the transcriptionist already. You are paying for it. The people of Norman, the people of Oklahoma, you're paying for it. You already paid for it through taxation. Why do you think there's $6 billion in their bank, in their disposal, so they can continue the fraud and cover up? That's why you have to go through every department. And it's an inconvenience because they don't want you. Ranchers, Native Americans, single mothers and fathers, they don't want you to know the truth. Because you find the system and you expose the system, they'll try to steal everything from you. But you know what? I got bigger balls than they do because I see me go over there to their office and they have the sheriff there. Because I gotta say what I gotta say. And at the end of the day, this is not about what's right. This is about due process of law. That's what this is about. Due process of law. Of every mother, father out there, rancher, Native American, getting the proper due process of law without corrupt district attorneys and corrupt judges. That's what we want. That's why immunity has to be removed. And I believe that Antifa, Black Lives Matter, the Patriot Prayer Group, and the Trump supporters can come together because one way, shape, or form, we all been involved with corrupt judges, with corrupt district attorneys, and corrupt law enforcement. Not saying that all of them are corrupt, but we all have come across certain that are corrupt. And those that are corrupt, those bad apples, is why we need to remove qualified immunity or immunity completely together for the sake of the republic. This is why I support Donald J. Trump. This is why Trump 2020, and I will vote for Trump 2020 because the swamp and the cesspool runs through the capital, and through here, through your city county and commissioners. You see? And the mayor. So now we're gonna go and I'm gonna show you something. Now, Belinda, take me over to the Treasury Department where we were at. And oh, hold on, we'll wait. I won't leave her alone. So, and you know, I'm when it comes to children, I'm extremely passionate. When children are removed unlawfully and through corruption, we can't tolerate that as God-loving Americans. You know, we can't. Of all race, all gender, all religion, we're Americans. And as Americans, it's our duty to fight for what it's right, if it's right. All right? Remember, I do not support destruction of public and private property, nor do I support false omissions. I do not support any of that. We got to support each other with our heart, with our spirit, with our soul. Because that's what America is about. That's why when we stand up to the flag, we pledge allegiance to our flag. That means you also pledge allegiance to the Constitution. And if we have judges and district attorneys and cops that have gone rogue against the Constitution, then we the people have to hold them accountable. That's why within the Constitution it states all enemies, foreign and domestic. Remember, all enemies, foreign and domestic. And we have domestic terrorism in those seats. Because at the end of the day, what they're doing to children and trafficking children to foster cares, it's a big problem. Because the people of Oklahoma are paying at a tune of $6,000 per child per placement in foster care.
Sir, can I get you to lower your voice just a little bit for me, okay, while you're in here? Also, you're required to have a mask in here, okay? So
Okay.
you need a mask,
Okay, we'll run
okay,
outside.
and everything?
What happened to
Okay?
your mask?
Okay, so I just came in, so
Okay.
wear a mask, okay? And if I can get you, just keep your voice down a little bit because they're trying to work in here, okay?
I appreciate
Thank you
that.
very much.
I'll go outside.
Sir, are you aware that there's corruption here in this building?
Sir, if you will, just keep your voice down.
Oh, no, I'm asking you a question. Can I ask you a question? Yes, sir.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave.
Okay. So apparently now they want me to put a mask on. Or they want to muzzle you. So I guess I got to put this on. They wanna muzzle me because I'm exposing the corruption here in Cleveland County. So here we go. We're gonna expose this corruption. We don't let the documents say for what it is. The problem is that I'm very mad for the fact that to get due process of law here, you have to pull here.
Show that video of all them sitting up there with no mask.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So if we have to wear masks, look, no mask. No mask. See that? No mask. But I gotta wear a mask. No mask over there, but I gotta wear a mask. See that? I gotta wear a mask. But that's okay. We gotta wear a mask.
We've only been here over 2 hours and now we need a mask.
Yeah. Young lady, thank you for being patriotic and not wearing a mask.
Oh, you're welcome.
So this is about trying to muzzle somebody from talking, because you gotta continue the status quo. As you can see, the sheriff doesn't care about the corruption here, but he's worried about the mask. Don't worry about the corruption here, Belinda. You gotta put the mask on. The mask is more important than stealing children from families. You know.
We gotta be quiet.
We gotta be quiet. Because we don't want to expose the corruption. No, we can't do that. We can't do that, Belinda.
Well, wait until we get in the courtroom where we can talk out loud. Yeah, bring them down.
So, but this is amazing. So, but you know, it was funny that he came over here and told me about the mask, but he didn't have no mask.
Exactly.
Oh, I just got in. Huh?
So now you got double standards.
Yeah, you got double standards. Yeah. See, if I was Antifa, would he say that?
No.
If I was Antifa, Black Lives Matter, would he actually say that to me?
No, it's just kind of like yesterday when we were downtown for that rally. When BLM was out there, we were told to go on the other side of the street. But yesterday, we all need to stay together and talk.
Yeah. We gotta stay together and talk. You know what I mean?
So this was
So, you guys are seeing,
All this.
look what happened with Melly Weaver. Look what happened with Melly Weaver for exposing Shadowgate. She got unlawfully arrested with 4 unlawful indictments. 4 unlawful indictments for exposing the corruption. So she, as a journalist, got arrested on bogus indictments for Shadowgate. You also had Bill Windsor exposing Child Protective Services. He was also unlawfully arrested. A journalist, another journalist, Julian Assad, he was also arrested. So look at all these independent journalists that come and expose the corruption within the government and get arrested. We call it. Who else is out there that exposes the corruption? What is it? What's that famous guy? Snowden. He was also trying to be arrested for exposing the corruption. Because when you expose the corrupt government, God forbid, they don't come after you. This is exposing the government. The people that you pay their salaries, their 401k, their pensions, their vacation pay, when you expose that, you see the tyranny, the government tyranny imposed upon you. So I'm doing this for Native Americans. I'm doing this for my ranchers because they're a beacon of this country, just like the Native Americans. I'm doing this for the single mothers and fathers that are filing Child Protective Services. All right, I'm doing it for God-loving Americans that wake up every morning that get rammed and paying taxes because you have to support this corrupt government.
He thought he did, but I don't know. You guys have to go back over. You guys can just have it and do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, we can get out the highlighters and have fun.
So, but we're gonna put this together. This live stream.
How can anybody freaking breathe in this? I'm burning up. My glasses are fogged. This is bullcrap.
Hey,
Yeah, no, that's what I do.
Well, well, if
see,
wait,
So-
wait a minute. If that's the case, then why do they need to? Of course, the virus will go up my fucking nose. I should keep
yeah,
it up.
hey,
covered up.
yeah, and like you said, you got to go to the legislators. You know why? Because the legislators have funded all this. They're the ones that funded all this. Your legislators funded. Your Democrats, Republican legislators funded this. Go back to my live stream yesterday. The one I sent. Follow the money. Follow the money. El dinero never lies.
How about the county commissioners meeting today?
Oh, the county commissioners meeting? Oh yeah, that they lied? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it was lies, but you know,
Y'all love that.
yeah. It's all dinero. It's not personal. It's business. Your child is a business to traffic. Your child, no different than a rancher having their land stolen or the water rights stolen. It's a business. So, oh, I can't believe she took that long.
Oh, you're gonna make sure that she notarizes everything, right?
Huh?
You're gonna make sure that she notarizes every.
Yeah, sure. She's doing it. Oh no, somebody's doing
Those
it.
are already notarized. These are just copies of
I
everything
know,
of your
but
whole
aren't
case.
they're supposed to make sure that it's good.
It's already been done when it was done the day that it was sent.
Oh, okay.
This is just copies of everything. That's what we need, so we can go from sentence to dates to signatures to
Oh yeah.
the whole bit. I mean, they're also, I'm reading up that there's supposed to be certain type of notaries that are only used on certain things too.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
I'll get to that.
And now that we're here and causing havoc, lunch is on you.
They're gonna keep my kids, man.
No, they're not. You know why? Because we're gonna all out write everything out.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna use this video, the other video. It's already uploaded on YouTube. The one's gonna be uploaded on YouTube. Both of them will be uploaded on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay. And we're gonna put this and. So what did the district attorney say?
Oh, she completely denied it.
She denied it. Why is she so
Oh,
adamant?
she said that she was, she did not want that
Tell me, sir.
allowed.
Why?
She did not want allowed that no one else was ever allowed their audio
Why?
because that was just only for the judges
Why?
for CPS.
Wait a second. I thought the
DHS.
government's supposed to be transparent.
Apparently not.
Yeah, she said objection to it.
Yeah.
She stood up and said objection
And then, of
to
course, the
my.
And what did you say?
well, she ended up telling them, you know.
I said, well, why can't I have it? It's part of my due process.
And part of the problem was that she hadn't fired her attorney yet.
Yeah.
You got to fire your attorney.
Okay, so we'll fire your attorney, and then we'll come back and do it again then.
What will that do?
Because apparently that's another reason why they
Yeah.
denied it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do that.
Because he asked you if you still have your attorney, and you said yes. Well, as long as your attorney is representing you, so you've made it. When you get an attorney, you silence yourself. They are you. You don't even get to talk.
But I was in there talking for
It
myself.
Doesn't matter.
That's the reason why he said he's denying it too, because it wasn't your attorney, and you haven't fired him. And then of course,
Well, that's a scapegoat for them.
yes.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they had no intention of selling you the copy of the
Well, I gotta get
audio.
it anyways.
Well,
Huh?
I feel like there should be a law that all courtrooms audio.
It should be available to the public.
Yep.
Because the public already paid for it.
Right.
Well, that's the reason why then it can't be a court of record if you're not going to let everything come out.
Yeah.
That's not fair. You can't say only audio, only video. Why can you not say both? Because that's the lawful thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other lawful thing is your sheriff. I mean,
No,
look
I
at
know.
look at the attitude of the sheriffs hiding the corruption.
deputies.
The deputy sheriffs.
Well, I can go get the sheriff. I've already talked to the sheriff on this a few weeks ago, and I told him when I call you, you better get ready to come talk to me. So I'll give him a call tomorrow and tell him I want to meet with him. We'll go and have coffee with him. I'll tell him what
Yeah,
we're seeing.
because and then, you know what? We'll get all the documents ready, and we can file for false omissions and obstruction in a courtroom, and you can make a report.
What
And
if I
you-
get the same judge?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You're gonna put all the evidence. Things that your attorney did not do is gonna be done the right way.
And he wouldn't be able to hear this anyway because he's part of the problem.
Yeah.
So,
So wow, we stirred in a hornet's nest today.
oh, I knew he would. Now when we come back here next time, I want the damn oaths of office. They're trying to tell us they don't have them crap. Now, I went through this last year. They're trying to tell me it goes to you have to go to the Supreme Court to go get it. I went up there, me and Ruby did. And then they told us, no,
Really?
you gotta go to your dang court clerk.
Hmm.
So, and they don't know. They didn't know it today either when we asked them.
No, they don't know nothing. Seems like nobody knows nothing when you ask for that. So, how do you know that the attorney, your attorney, and your judge is part of the problem, meaning they're part of the corruption? But if they have nothing to hide, why don't they give a copy or release a copy of their oath of office, of the affirmation? You know, if there's nothing to hide, why not give a copy of the?
Well, that's for public record. I should be able to walk up here and say, where do I see
Right.
the judge's oath of office? I
I
should be
thought
able
they
to do
should be
that.
able to.
Right, because
Yeah, no.
the taxpayers are already paying for it, right?
Exactly. Well, it's law. You have to, they have to have an oath.
Oh, you
And
have
I've
to
got them Oklahoma oath.
tell them. Tell them also that my lawyer wouldn't get it unless I paid him $8,000 to get the transfer.
Oh man.
What? Your attorney said to me?
He would help and do my appeal for $8,000 and get the transfer for me with that paper.
You don't need an attorney.
You don't need them now.
You have to have an attorney. That's full hockey puck. You can go pro se.
See, jurors. The other thing is that they're all in bed. I mean, like you said, the Constitution does not belong in the courtroom, right?
Exactly. I just proved it.
Yep.
The due process was completely denied. I told you.
Yeah.
With that judge.
What's the name of the judge again? What's the name of the judge?
That was the same judge that.
Beckman, right?
Balkman.
Beckman.
He was the one that denied my video, my audio.
Okay.
But that's my due process, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But that's okay. But you know what? Now you have it all in recording. Now it's not your word. It's not hearsay.
Copies of audio, video, digital, photo. That's
Let me see.
I wonder if they videoed it that day that they took the kid.
Let me see. Let me get this in recording.
This is for Norman Police Department. You can get audio from them. And it tells the
Don't
price.
police have video on their cameras?
Yeah.
Well,
But they were
have-
not there.
We're talking about the day that they took our kids
Yeah,
without the
there was two
warrant.
cops there. Do they not
Okay.
have video of that?
So Norman Police Department, schedule administrative fees. Remember those administrative fees? Right here. These are the administrative fees that they have in a bank of $6 billion. That's the $6 billion that they have in the general fund from the administrative fees. These are the administrative fees. Uninvolved party, non-certified, 25 cents. Certified, $1. Military recruiters, $5. Other. These are all the administrative fees that they make. There's more administrative fees. This is not just one. Email, fax, email, $3. Copies of audio, video, or digital, plus a $15 per hour research fee, $30 right here. See that? Copies of audio, video, or digital.
Here's more fees.
Here, we'll get there.
I got those at home. The
So this is
bonds,
also
fee
the
schedule.
Uniform Oklahoma fee schedule as of effective August 25, 2017. You can see it right there. You got fees right there. You got fees there. Mandatory and alternate dispute resolution fees, $7.
What's the interest?
Interesting.
Lengthy trial fund fees, $10. See, that's where CREST comes in, the Court Registry Investment System, $10. Law Library Fund Assessment, $6. Oklahoma Court Information Systems, Resolving Funds, $25. Oklahoma Court Appointed Special Advocate, $5.
What's this mean?
Council for Judicial Complaints Revolving Fund and Fees, $1.55.
What's that mean?
Interest on judgments.
Notice interest of judgments. January 2nd, 2020.
That's what she handed me.
This is the judgments. This is the interest. Remember how judges get 22% for their 401k? This is how they get their 401k, through the court registry investment system. CRIS, C-R-I-S. All that. See, and Jerry Atkins is the administrative director of the courts, which they say she's the one that has the oath of office. That's Jerry Atkins, the administrative director of the courts. That's why your judges and Supreme Court justices get 22% on their 401k. You see, this is all a business. This is money. You see, they got to cover up the corruption. Belinda. See, this is your general administrative order, not constitutional order,
That's right.
administrative order.
Big difference.
March 27, 2000. Take pictures of
I
that. Take
did.
pictures. All these?
Yeah, and I've got all this at the house. I've already got all
So
the
we got all
unified
that. So
bond.
look, see, also the general administrative order, case number CJ-2007-1, and this is in the District Court of Cleveland County, State of Oklahoma, and this is like exemptions during published jury terms. So as you can see, this is all money. This is all how they go ahead and violate people's due process of law. William C. Hetherington Jr., Chief Justice, and this is October 3rd, 2007. This is all administrative. This is not constitutional law. That explains why he says that the Constitution is not does not work in, according to him, his courtroom, but it's the people's courtroom. So this is a mafia. This is a mafia. So, and it has you paying. Look, see how they have you paying? This is a mafia. Hey, all I'm saying, if I can run a business like this, I'll be rich myself too. If I can run a business like this and covering it up, but it's amazing. What happens when those businesses are corrupt and your government goes after them? But who goes after the government when the government's corrupt? Who goes after them? Think about it. Use a noodle. Trump. Trump 2020 goes after the corruption, up to the cesspool, the swamp of corruption. Look at this. This is crazy.
So we can't use the constitutional rights in.
Oh, you can.
So to bring them down to actually get a common law court and get the post office and take them into.
Yeah. This is all a scam. This is a scam. Oh, your Social Security. Look. General Administrative Order regarding privacy and public access to electronic case files. All this right here, and your Social Security, your financial account numbers, name of minor children, date of birth, all this administrative.
Yeah, they've changed it where that, like your Social Security, they can't put the whole thing on there. They only can use 4 digits. But nobody is supposed to have your Social Security except the federal government themselves. But yet they still use it. And then, what is this one? Only the last 4 digits of numbers should be used on your financial account.
Hold on. Look at this. General Administrative Orders regarding felonies, misdemeanors, traffic, small claims, probate, protection order payments, schedules, civil and family law. General Administrative Order regarding the privacies. All administrative. See? Administrative. Look up the word in the dictionary of the black law, the word administrative. See, this is corruption. It doesn't say constitution, it says administrative. And see, again, all right here. See? All right, so we got everything.
She's waiting on that.
Change.
You don't want that one thing. You don't want her to stamp it, right?
Yeah, whatever she wants to. Yeah, stamp. Stamp is good.
Why do you want to stamp it?
Because legal, lawful. It was there. All this. All this to prove corruption in a custody case. I mean, against the Child Protective Services, DHS or CPS. This is all to expose corruption. what you have to pay. How much did you have to pay?
Nine.
$49.
$149 to expose the corruption.
I gotta go downstairs.
Look at all that.
Be out there.
Okay.
All right, you gave me $150. It was $149.50, so there's 50 cents is your change.
Aren't you supposed to stamp it to make sure that it's legal?
If you want them certified, it's an extra 50 cents per certification.
Oh, what do you want?
If you want them
Okay, the
certified-
first, the front pages.
So this is a file stamp copy of a document.
Mm-hmm.
If you want each individual document certified, stating it's a true and exact copy to the original, for the stamp and the signature, it's an extra 50 cents per document.
Okay, so can you do it just for the first pages of those documents? I understand what you said.
The certification is done on the last page of each document.
Okay, perfect then. Last page of each document.
If you want each document certified, it's the last page of each document that gets that stamp, but it's 50 cents for each one of those certifications.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
So if you want that, I can do that.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Thank you.
tell you how much that'll be. Give me just a moment.
You know why? Because look what you have to look what you have to go through. So why I'm doing it is because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's about them. It's about exposing and showing everybody what you have to go through. Not just you, but other families out there got to go through and exposing the corruption.
And what is it? Whenever you stamp it and whatnot?
It's meaning you do not alter it. It is what it is. It's binding.
You make sure that they know that.
They know that.
Okay.
I need to research a
That's why she said that.
You're gonna go county clerk. You're gonna go around this corner, up half a flight of stairs, down the hall to the left. Yeah, okay, just making sure.
Take your receipt with me. So there's your receipt for the copies. Okay. So let me explain something here. You have two options for the certification. We have what's called a three-way form. It's a certification of the entire file. It costs $5, and it's one page that goes on top. You can either do that, and it states that the whole file is certified, or if you want to pay the extra 50 cents per document being certified, you can pay that extra 50 cents per document being certified. How do you want it done?
For the whole file, yeah, and it'll go for the whole file, and that means it's all over, right?
Well, there's two ways for the whole file. It's either one page, that's $5. Or do you want each document stamped? That's 50 cents each document stamped.
The one page is fine.
The one page on top for $5. Okay, give me just one moment. Okay. So,
Okay, there you go. Make sure you get that on.
Yeah. This is it. This is the administrative fees that goes into the budget of Oklahoma. But your legislators will never tell you that. Republicans and Democrats will never tell you that. You see that? This can happen everywhere. So we're going to get it certified. Right there. Do the $5. Yeah, we did the $5.
So I'm afraid that we didn't alter it, and we're still using a court.
Yeah. This is all just to expose corruption and get your children back.
So now you have it on document.
Documents, we got video, yeah.
Does not use constitutional right in the court of law in Northern Oklahoma. And that is Judge Balkman, right?
Balkman, right?
Yeah.
And he's a district judge.
So as long as you know what you're doing.
According to them, he's a district judge.
And he's supposed to use the constitutional right, right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And he's not.
What did you hear?
Exactly. Okay.
What did he say?
Nope.
No,
Not
but
in my court.
not in your courtroom. What?
You cannot use this.
What's this?
Due process.
Due process.
She's got the paperwork, the audio that we were asking for.
Yeah. But what else, what did he say in the first time when you went regarding the Constitution?
Oh, he threw out all of our evidence, and that's our due process due.
So he was practicing off the bench? Basically telling you what to do?
Right.
So this is the other thing. Judges have a tendency of practicing off the bench. Judges are not there to practice off the bench. But most of the American people don't realize that because you allowed them. You the American people have allowed them to rule on the bench, to talk on the bench. They're not supposed to. They're supposed to listen and then make a decision with repundant of the evidence, on the evidence and testimonies. They have to listen. They're not there to practice law. They are there to listen and rule on the evidence and law. So now that we have that, now that we started a hornet's nest, now what we got to do is go to the library and get all that scanned in.
Oh, and that thing.
Yeah, and that thumb drive. You'll probably have to get another thumb drive,
I have to.
and then you're gonna name it file by file.
Not worried about it. Don't let him.
That's correct, Scott. On her case, the judge practiced off the bench is number one, and number two, threw out all the evidence.
Twice.
Twice. Say that again.
Twice.
Those veces.
Twice. Yes.
So twice.
And you were here for the second one.
I was here for the second one.
And you'll see my evidence whenever you look through the case.
Yeah. So what we want to do is once we grab that, we're gonna scan it into the thumb drive.
Okay.
You have to,
Okay.
and then we're gonna make copies, because the copies are what we're gonna write on. You do not write on the originals.
Okay.
So that we'll do at the library.
Okay. I need to go get my thumb drive then. And that's
No, you can buy a new one over there. You'll buy a new one over there because it's gonna be a big file.
I have a brand new thumb drive at the house.
Okay.
I just need to go run by the house and do it.
Okay.
And then I'll meet you guys at the library.
Yeah.
I wonder why the DA objected to letting me have the video.
What do you think?
What's wrong with me having the video?
The audio.
The audio.
Think about it. If you have nothing to hide, then why refuse?
Why can't I use it? I don't understand why I can't have it. That is, it's not right.
I know it's not right, but it makes you think.
Yeah, it does.
And why did they lie to you?
Oh, saying that there was no video. Oh, I know. We got him earlier for saying that there wasn't a video.
Audio.
Audio earlier. And then later on, we caught him. And then we talked to that one lawyer. And now that we did this, now they're denying it. That makes no sense. Not mine feeling.
Okay, so there's that. So let me get your receipt for that.
Thank
okay?
you. So now we got a stamp. See that? Nicely stampy. Stampy right there. So I'll go start from the top. Right there. I'll do this better yet.
Are you needing something over here on this side? Yes. Okay, yeah, I think this is the line.
Need to file an order really quick if you don't mind. I need a couple copies for you.
Is it just something that needs to be file stamped or? Thank you so much.
Thank you. So yeah, we'll scan these and. Oh man.
So
So,
this was worth it today?
what do you think?
It'll help you and Belinda out.
Huh?
I think it'll help you and Belinda out.
Help us?
Yeah.
How?
Oh, with other cases.
No, it's not about helping us with other cases or not. Is not the point of that. The point here is to educate our brothers and sisters out there that are going against the corruption,
Right.
to see for themselves, and we're educating them. It's not about one or the other for fame. No, this is not. This is
No, not
about
for fame. I'm
for
talking about
teaching
yeah.
others of the amount of corruption that is here. Because this is why Trump has to come here and bring the federal government, or at least federal marshals or the FBI, to investigate this courthouse.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go down here. You know where the Treasury Department is? You know the way I came in?
Yeah.
Come on, take me that way. Yeah, thank you. How you doing?
I think Belinda was checking on the card.
Yeah. So we're gonna go through right now. Oh, hold on. It says the Treasury Department. Okay. So all the administrative fees. Let me say this right here. Hold on. All the administrative fees come through everything that's being spent. It goes to the bank. Okay. This is the bank. I'm gonna show you guys where the bank is. This is the county treasurers. This is what I said about the child protectors, DHS. They have money in the treasurer. That's why there's money. There's $2 billion for just child protective services, for foster care, for the lawyers, the district attorneys that you're funding. Your tax dollars are paying for this, and including the administrative fees, the taxes and the fees that you file. All those are administrative fees. That is the bank. And yet they say, your legislators in the Capitol, Democrats and Republicans, say that Oklahoma's broke. They're not broke. They got $6 billion in the bank. Actually, you got $10 billion, but $6 billion is going to be used as a reserve. $6 billion with a B, billion. Their documents say it. I didn't say it. Their document says it. $6 billion. So, and they gave DHS or under HHS $2 billion, $2 billion to Child Protective Services to continue the scam or the corruption with the district attorneys. Their DAs are corrupt. Let me say that. The district attorneys are corrupt to the core. And this can be proven in any court of law, in a lawful court of law, in a constitutional courtroom, can be proven the fraud that is happening here with the district attorneys and the judges. This is why there needs to be an investigation and an audit in the federal level by Trump's administration. Trump's administration, not your state, not Governor Stink's administration, not the legislators, John Echols' administration, or anybody within DHS. This has to be on the federal level. This county courthouse has to be investigated in the federal level by the FBI. Now, this is the Treasury Department. This is the Treasury Department. This is the bank. That's why when you walk in here, it has to be well fortified. This is the bank. This is where all the money's at. And I want to show it to you later on today. This is why they need, God-loving Americans. That's why they need the officers here. They need the cops. They need the metal detectors. They need the cameras, because this is a bank. They got to protect their financial investments. Likewise, this is a bank. That's all it is. It's a bank. They got to protect the corruption in here, because the judges and the DA are corrupt, and we were able to prove it. Now that we're out here, now we're able to prove it, that this is a bank. And I'm going to show you one more thing here. I'm going to turn this around. When you walk in here at the Cleveland County Courthouse, you see that? The Treasurer Department. That's where the money is at, right there, the Treasurer's Department. See, the corruption has to continue with the district attorneys and child protective services. And the money is put in the treasurers. This is proven because your legislators told you in your document, in your 2021 budget, that the money is allocated at the treasurer. And every courthouse has a treasurer. And that treasurer goes to the commissioner. And the commissioner goes to a company called OMEI. And that OMEI is the one that tells how money is being allocated in different agencies. This is where the corruption begins. This is why they have to have it here in Cleveland County office building. The corruption has to continue. That's why they have cameras all over the place. You see one camera over there, another camera over there, another camera over there, officers coming through, and they don't want no weapons. Because the day the militia wakes up, the day the Antifa wakes up, the day Black Lives Matter wakes up, the day the Trump supporters wake up and realize that these courthouses are not there for due process, but financial gain, to corrupt the system so the cesspool can continue going. And that's why they want to destroy our 45th president. Democrats and Republican rhinos wants to destroy our 45th president because these courthouses are corrupt and a cesspool of corruption, not just in Dade County, in San Antonio, in Laredo, but here in Norman, Oklahoma, and Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The corruption is massive. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. That's the Treasury's Department. Look at all the real estate. And by the way, this courthouse that you see right here is on private property. This is not the government, because remember, the government can't own land. So this right here, this courthouse, is registered with the county recorder's office, or Duns and Bradstreet. Cleveland County office building is registered in the Duns and Bradstreet as a business. And they report to the IRS. And all the money that's made through the Treasury Department is filed with the IRS on all the administrative fees. And this courthouse is somebody has leased this land to the government to put that building, that foundation, which taxpayers pay for. That's what this is about. So this is why they don't want the American people to see or witness. This is how big the cesspool of corruption. And I'm gonna probably walk around. I'm gonna walk you around. Matter of fact, let Belinda know that we're gonna go to your vehicle, and I want to give everybody a little around. So Belinda's over there. She's over there by the van. Okay. Let her know that I'm gonna walk it around. So this is a cesspool of corruption. Right here is the corruption. I mean, the amount of corruption, and people, I don't understand why people will continue to go with this. I mean, this is corruption at its finest. The corruption is not just in Washington, D.C. The corruption is at your Capitol and at your courthouses. All this. That's why they don't want transparency. That's why they don't want to sell you the audio. All right? They don't want to sell you the audio because they got to cover up the corruption. See, most of everybody goes, oh, let me get the court transcripts. Yeah, go get the court transcripts. But who's to say that the transcriptionist in that courtroom mistyped one word, one letter? And if she did, then who's there to record it if nobody has the audio to hear what was said, word by word? There's none. So if there's none, then how do you get due process? Why do you have people in jail that unlawfully incarcerated, put in jail because of a word or a letter that was misspelled in these transcripts? That's why I don't trust these transcripts. That's why I don't trust the government. That's why I rather have them go independent, totally independent. You have to be independent, because if you're not independent, then who's to say that you're not getting due process? Due process of law. That's the Fourth Amendment within the Bill of Rights. And yet these jokers over here are violating people's due process because people have not been well educated or informed. This is a small little town. So you got a bail bondsman there. Give a little shout out to the bail bondsmen of the divorce and family court, the lawyers and all that. They don't care. This is all money. All these buildings about money. They don't care how they're going to steal your children. You got a nice office, a beautiful, a beautiful police vehicle, as you can see. It's beautiful. I mean, this is beautiful. Of course they're going to have that kind of vehicle, because who pays for it? The taxpayers pay for it. You see? Your taxpayers pay for all this. This is what your tax dollars pay for that. So when they come with forced vaccinations, what do you think is going to happen when they come with forced vaccinations? You don't think they're going to use the sheriffs to come after you, or your local police? Come on, people, wake up. Don't you think that they're going to, when Child Protective Services or the schools administrators say, oh, well, we don't have a vaccine, your child has to be vaccinated, and you're a mom or dad that don't want your child vaccinated? Well, who's they going to send? They're going to send the caseworker, right, through contact tracers, 666 through contact tracing, the CARES Act, 666. So I mean, this is all well. I mean, this is all well. Look at this. This is a beautiful building. Do you see how many cameras? You got a camera over there. You got a camera over there. Look at how many cameras you have over there. And you got a camera over here. All your tax dollars are paying for this. You know why? Because it's a business. They don't care about your children. They don't care about due process of law. It's a business. You see that? I'm gonna show you the other camera over there. See? There's another camera right up there. Look. See? You see? You think these buildings are here to care about you? No, hell no. Absolutely not. All right, hold on. I know, hold on. I will. So, this is a business. This is a business for Child Protective Services. This is a business for the judges. This is a business for the lawyers. It's not about due process. This is a business. This is $1 billion business. That's why your Child Protective Services has $1 billion. You see all this? These are all these violations of the Emolument Clause. All this is a violation of the Emolument Clause. See how many people have donated to this? Because it's a business. Look, another right there. Look, see that? Another camera and another camera. You see amount of money? See all this? It's all right here. It's all money. And you have it come over here. And again, it's the treasurers. The treasurer is where they have the money. Your legislators, Republicans and Democrats, know about this. That's why they allocated $2 billion for Child Protective Services, to steal your children, to use a district attorney to steal your children, and to use corrupt judges to steal your children. See, this is all here. It's not business. It's about money. Money. So when you come into the courthouses, you'll see this. Treasurer. And you'll see it in your documents. Why do I want you guys to see it? Is because I want you to understand it's money. It's all money. It's all money. All this is money. This is not due process of law. But I'm going to show you guys. The documents will never lie. Documents never lie. Remember that. Stand next to your car. That is my car. I said stand next to it. See, DHS, child trafficking. There you go. So this is her.
All the way around, man.
Look at that. I'm going to take pictures, so I'm going to post these pictures for them.
Kids are not for sale.
Look at that. So I'm going to take pictures and all that.
To the library, she said
Yeah.
bring you to the house. I'm gonna go get documents.
No, hold on. I'm going with you.
Huh?
I'm going with you.
Well, I thought you were going with her.
All right. You want me to go with you?
Oh, to the library?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just gotta go get my thing.
All right, hold on real quick. So I'm going to cut this live stream. There's Belinda right there. So for those out there, I just want to say, definitely God bless our military. God bless our children. God bless our republic. God bless our 45th president, Donald J. Trump. As you can see, Norman, Oklahoma. The swamp is also in Norman, Oklahoma, and the swamp runs deep. Not just not just in Washington D.C., but in your capitals and your city and in your city halls, commissioners, and courthouses. If our freaking military is fighting for freedom, they shed their blood, sweat, and tears for the Constitution, for freedom. But why do we continue to allow these criminals, these bar attorneys, to destroy our families, to steal land from Native Americans, to steal land from ranchers? Why do we allow them to do that? How can we sit back? Especially our children. Why? Why? If our military is fighting for freedom, why do we allow this to happen by bar members? Owned and controlled by George Soros, the American Bar Association, the Southern Poverty Law Center, the American Civil Liberties Union, and the ADL, the Anti-Discrimination League, run by George Soros. Why do you think Soros has financial investments in the bar? How come he owns the DA, the district attorneys, like here in Oklahoma? Think about it. Use your noodle. Think about it. Why do you think they accept money from George Soros? Why do you think your legislators, Democrat and Republicans, accept money from George Soros or Open Society? Ooh, use a noodle. Use it. Do you see why? What happened today inside that? I'm just dumbfounded. But it's no secret after seeing what happened with the Hammonds and the Bundys in their court proceedings, especially my case and Schaefer Cox's case. That's all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, Melly Weaver, 4 counts of indictments, unlawful indictments, fabricated indictments, for all of a sudden releasing Shadowgate. What a coincidence. What a hell of a conspiracy. Because the government doesn't want you to expose their corruption. Because they want to steal your minerals. They want to steal your land. They want to steal your water rights. They want to steal your children. And the way they do it is by continuing to fund their de facto government. They don't want you to learn the Constitution. They don't want you to exercise your constitutional rights in those buildings. Why do you think, America? Until the American people come together, God-loving Americans from all race, gender, religion, and political affiliation, because we're all paying for it through taxation without representation. So to those out there, God bless everyone. God bless our military. God bless our children. God bless our republic. God bless our 45th president, Donald J. Trump. Wake up, America. Wake up. Thank you.